Okay, so for today we're looking at The Improvers by Colin Thiel. So first again, let's read through it and then we'll start annotating it. Okay, The Improvers. I see they are at it again with their bloody bulldozers, turner pulls, master talks, and God knows what other inventions directed by Big Brother. Damnable tamed dinosaurs and mechanical mastodons, munching the red earth, spilling it, dripping, half masticated from the corners of their mouths. All breeds and offspring grind and accavate, charge like bulls, toss up the dust, plough incessantly among the clods and furrows. Some, like nightmare beetles, butt about, strike attitudes, throw feelers up, and shout their day-long platitudes in holes and burrows. One fat old waddler fills its apron up, tons it with earth and stone, and, gorged grotesquely, lumbers off like an old crone with a bag of melons stuffed inside her jumper. Unimproved land is the keeper's meat they feed on, so slaver and yammer they must need go improve it. The iron mandibles twitch, jaws champ, pipe of each nostril snorts, rectum huffs, at the heave and strain that brutes against their shoulders. And trees come down, cliffs crack, the green gift of grass lies mouthed and mutilated, till creeks filled in the hills made flat, the whole miraculous earth lies lathered for traffic snooker. Now, the highway builders rub their stomachs fat, for coloured cars can hurtle to nowhere and back, and good time Charlie can outdo lame brain Jack. Strangely, how the language keeps us sane. Ironic, old elephant they can't forget, for where the roadman carve and desecrate the green waywardness of each old byway, then unwittingly they fly their proper flag, state highwaymen. Alright, so let's look at the theme to start off with. Again, so theme. Now the themes we are looking at here is destruction of nature by machines, progress at the expense of Mother Nature. Okay, so we'll write the first one down. Let's fix it up. My machines. Okay, now this could fit into a number of environmental issues. We've got deforestation, we've got urbanization, we've got pollution. I'll write those down. Really, it fits into either one of those. We've got urbanization, pollution, and I said deforestation. Now, deforestation, be careful of that one. That's a bit specific, okay? So that means if they're destroying a forest, but it is worth, it does make reference to the destroying of nature. So just keep that one in mind. I'll change the theme. I'll change the writing for you. There we go. Okay, now let's annotate it. I, okay, first, we can start off, first person pronoun. I see they are at it again with their bloody bulldozers. Now we have alliteration with bloody and bulldozers. Both start with B. Okay. Turner pulls, master talks, and God knows what other inventions directed by Big Brother. Now this technique is known as illusion, okay? Now, Big Brother, if not many of you remember it, or you should, is a TV show where everyone gets watched, okay? Now, the idea behind Big Brother, or the concept behind Big Brother, is that it's a saying that, your big brother is always watching, so that you're always being watched, okay? There's always a higher power watching you. So, illusion, Big Brother. There is someone of a higher power always watching you. Okay? And always giving you orders. Okay. Damnable tamed dinosaurs and mechanical mastodons, munching the red earth, spilling it, dripping, half masticated from the corners of their mouths. Okay, so munching the red earth, spilling and dripping is imagery. Again, wrong one. And we've got from the corners of their mouths. Remember, we're talking about machines here, so we've got personification, because machines don't have mouths. Okay. All breeds and offspring grind and exacerbate. Charge like bulls, so we use a little like, so it's obviously a simile. Toss up the dust, plough incessantly among their clods and furrows. Some like nightmare beetles. Again, we have a simile. But about strike attributes, throw feelers up and shout. Again, machines can't shout, so this is personification. Their day-long platitudes in holes and burrows. One fat old waddler fills its apron up. Again, we are still talking about machines. So this is personification. And then if we notice here, we've got a pause. So a pause is often used to draw attention to something. Okay. Tons it with earth and stone and gorged grotesquely. Again, we have the repetition of the G, so it is alliteration. Done. Lumbers off like an old crone with a bag of melons stuffed inside her jumper. Here we have personification. So a crone is just an old lady, really. An old bitter lady. Okay. Unimproved land is the keeper's meat they feed on. So unimproved land is what, it's basically nature, okay? So land that hasn't been touched by humans, it's considered to be unimproved. So unimproved by mankind, it's up to interpretation, how you want to see that. But unimproved land is the keeper's meat they feed on. So that's obviously imagery. Alright, cool. So slaver and yammer, they must need go improve it. The iron mandibles twitch, jaws clamp, pipe of each nostril snorts, rectum huffs. So we have snorts and huffs, which is onomatopoeia because it's making a sound. Sorry, I forgot about the technique. And remember, onomatopoeia are words that make sounds. So that could be, you know, boom, bang, splash. Okay. Then we have from the iron marbles to at the heave and strain the brutes against their shoulders. We have this as descriptive language. And then again, we have a pause here to draw attention. Okay. And trees come down, cliffs crack, green gifts of glass. So we have cliffs crack as alliteration. This might get off the page. And green gift of glass is also alliteration. Lies mouthed and mutilated. So mouthed and mutilated again is alliteration. Till creeks filled in with hills made flat, the whole miraculous earth lies lathered for traffic snooker. Okay, let's highlight this, for this is imagery. Okay, awesome. Now the highway builders rub their stomachs fat for coloured cars. Again, use of alliteration. And note how I'm saying, when I read this poem aloud, note how I'm saying the alliterated words, okay? Colored cars. It makes you think twice when you read it, okay? So it's also drawing your attention to it. Can hurtle to nowhere and back. So it's ironic, okay? So to nowhere, so it's going nowhere, and it's coming back. So it's saying all this work to progress just to go nowhere. So it's it's changing all this world, but where is all this work really going? Are we really improving this world? Okay, and good time Charlie can outdo lame brain Jack. So these are stereotypes. So you might want to look up these stereotypes and think, why would the poet put these in? Strangely how the language keeps us sane. Ironic old elephant that can forget. So it's often known that elephants forget things. From where the roadmen carve and desecrate the green waywardness of each old byway. Then unwittingly they fly their proper flag, state highwaymen. Okay, so you have an exclamation mark there as well. So look at the punctuation as well and think, why is there an exclamation mark? What does an exclamation mark do? Okay, think about that. Now we've also got two pauses here. I'm not going to highlight them because I've highlighted them before in the text. So think about, again, it's stopping us. So it's making us think. So not only should you be looking at the techniques that I've highlighted here, you will need, again, to go through and look at imagery, personification, simile. Why is that there? What do these techniques do? But I want you to look at the structure of the text, okay? So we have a lot of pauses, and if you've noticed, we also have a lot of commas. Now, commas make us pause. Just like pauses, they make us pause, think, and then continue reading, okay? So it's not just one continuous dribble of information. The feel is wanting us to really take into note every little thing that is being said. Okay, so there's a lot of core information in this. There are a lot of examples you can pull from when reading this poem. Okay, so like I said, go back through. If you're going to use this poem, think about why I've written those techniques in, and look at the structure of the poem as well. Don't just look at the words. Okay, hope you've enjoyed it.